Hi, I'm Colton with Porsche Centre Calgary, and I'm here today with one of our 2020 Macan S's. Now I say one of our Macan S's. At the moment it's actually just one of two. We're really running out of inventory. Business has been great, so I don't mean to say that to complain, but we are running quite slim. Right now we've got this one and our demonstrator. So a few more on the way, but inventory is tight. The selection is not what it was, and likely won't be as plentiful as it was until spring. So if you do see something you like, now's the time to jump on it, because as I say, selection is limited for the next little while. But this particular one is actually really great. This is about how I would option a Macan S for myself. So let me tell you a little bit about it. Being a 2020 Macan S, that means it has the 3-liter V6 with about 350 horsepower and about the same pound-feet of torque. So this one is, I would say the Macan S and the Macan both sell in pretty equivalent numbers. There definitely are two best-selling models, and the Macan S just adds about 100 horsepower over the standard Macan, and you up to 6 cylinders versus 4 in the regular one. So if you're looking for a little bit more grunt, this is where you go to get it, to the Macan S. You also get bigger brakes and silver calipers compared to the smaller ones with black calipers in the regular Macan, and a couple other very subtle touches, but you don't really gain content. You're primarily gaining power. So content on this guy in particular, this one is jet black metallic. So there's two blacks available. There's just the basic no charge black, or there's the jet black metallic. That's what this one is. This paint has a little bit more depth to it. It sparkles a little bit when it's out in the sunlight. You pay a little bit more for it, but I do find it tends to hold up better over time as well. The wheels on this one are the 19-inch Macan Sport wheel. So the standard size on this would be 18. These ones are a little bit bigger. You can go all the way up to 20 or 21 if you like. I find 19 is that nice kind of sweet spot where it costs a little bit extra, but not so much. When you're getting the 20 and 21-inch wheels, you're spending $5,000 to $7,000 to upgrade the wheels, whereas these ones are a lot more reasonable and still have a nice visual impact on the car. So other stuff outside, the window trim is gloss black. Silver would have been standard, so we swapped that out to do the gloss black. Most people tend to prefer it, so mostly what we order, we'll switch it out for that. As well, you'll notice up front the big kind of round sensor thing up there. That's for the adaptive cruise control, so you can set your following distance from the car in front, and if they brake, then it'll brake for you to maintain that set gap. Regular cruise control is standard, but in more and more of our cars now, we're optioning them with the adaptive cruise. Cameras as well. You might be able to see this little kind of protrusion here underneath the side mirror, and that's an additional camera. So a rear view camera is standard, as is sensors front and rear, but this one was upgraded to have the full 360-degree view. It's an option I love. Makes parking the car super easy. You can really see everything around it. Once you get used to how the system works, it works phenomenally well. You can also choose different views within the screen. If you want to look straight down the side to see where the curb is, if you're parallel parking, you can do that, or look at a wide angle front or rear view. If you're kind of pulling out and there's somebody parked there, you can't quite see around them, that wide angle can sometimes help with that as well. So let's move on then to the inside of this car. So this one, it has a standard black interior, which we put on most of our cars. It's the one I generally recommend. You can get a little more indulgent and wrap everything in leather if you want to, which is great, but costly, and you don't have to spend that money. You can save a little bit, still have a very nice cabin. Porsche's standard is already a nice high level of quality. And the seat is still finished in the smooth leather, perforated leather. And with the Premium Plus package, which this one has, it makes that a 14-way adjustable seat. So you get the thigh extension as well as 4-way lumbar support and memory positions as well. It gains seat ventilation, heated seats already being standard. So is the heated steering wheel, by the way. With the Premium Plus, you get heated rear seats as well. You get the comfort access, so you just touch the door handle to unlock it without having to press unlock on the keys, and just keep your keys in your pocket and turn the ignition switch when you get in the car. Also part of that package is the Bose audio. Pretty substantial upgrade over the basic sound system. You also get the panoramic roof. I don't know if I mentioned that. That's a pretty big one. Most people want that as well. Apple CarPlay now is part of that package, which is great. It used to be kind of a standalone box. You had to tick to get it. Now it's part of that Premium Plus. Navigation already being another standard feature. Porsche's navigation, that is, with the CarPlay. You can just have your phone in there and run either Apple Maps or Google Maps or Waze. All those apps are going to be compatible with that system. And I think that about sums up options in this one. What else am I missing? No, that's about it. And like I said, this one really has kind of all the important stuff without getting too indulgent in stuff that becomes really costly, right? So at this level, this one's priced just over 80,000. I think 80,300, which to me is a great value. So unfortunately, like I said off the top, there's not a ton to choose from, but what we have is great. I think this is virtually perfect in terms of the options. Now, if we don't have the right one in stock, of course, we can always order a car for you. That's the beauty of our brand. You can pick and choose every detail and make it exactly what you want. So if you do like this one, come down, pay us a visit, and check it out. When we're done here, we'll be putting it upstairs in the showroom, so you'll be able to come and kind of put your hands on it in person. But if we don't have anything, do still give us a call. We can go through a configuration. You can come down and we can kind of show you how all that process works. So thanks very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye-bye.